We came to Mexico City straight from Puerto Vallarta, and two people didn't come, Krishna and Jessica. And if you didn't know, I'm actually half Mexican, half Taiwanese, and this was my first time in Mexico because my family's actually from a really rural area. This was our first stop, and it was one of my favorite taco places. It was kind of fusion. Amazing salsas, great meats. Afterwards, we just went across the street to Mise en Prince, which was a cute cafe and like culinary bookstore and art store. I actually ended up grabbing a few postcards from this place. And the owner was really sweet. At this point, we still had our luggage because we hadn't checked in, so we were bringing it around everywhere. I had to grab a coffee, of course. Really good from Quinton Cafe. And then we headed off for our next snack at Jenny's Quesadillas. I think this place got really popular on TikTok.
No, it just finished. They're out of flor de calabaza.
But the blue corn tortillas were so flavorful. And we definitely like the chicken tinga more than the espinaca.
She's been pulling this cheese for so long. You're gonna pull all the cheese out.
This look really good. Keep pulling.
Keep going. Pull longer. You got it.
Please don't choke. Please chew. Just rip it. Just rip it. Chew. Chew.
Oh my god.
We should have Lady and the Tramp it.
Puegia 1833 is this really beautiful perfume shop. So many perfumes. I smelled some chocolatey ones, and Corinne really loved this passion fruit, and we sprayed it on us to see how long it would last, and it lasted for a really long time.
Which one?
Except it's just really expensive. OSHA does not exist here, but that was insane to see. We dropped off our luggages and headed back out. We stopped at Proyecto Rufina multiple times. They sell artisanal goods from different artisans, and the pieces were so unique and fun. Next door was this vintage shop. I ended up buying this pair of glasses that were a really fun tint.
Just go. You can go.
Where are we?
This is a random shop.
You cannot keep the girlies away from the stickers, so they were sorting through, I think they were just 50 cents, which is why they were so obsessed. Evelyn was really narrowing down these cat meat stickers. Taqueria Orinoco was also one of my favorite spots. Their chicharrón tacos were amazing. Also their agua de Jamaica y guayaba, so good. One of my favorite things about Mexico City is that at the taquerias, they serve you with like 6 different salsas.
Muchas gracias. Sí, es todo.
We got one flour tortilla, but of course our favorite were the corn tortillas. Everything was so close together. Next door was Licoria Limentor, and it's one of the top bars in the world. We really love this place. The drinks were super inventive, and they were inspired by Mexican street food. This camote drink was one of my favorites. And we also got different appetizers. I think we got like a fried chicken, the flor de calabaza that was fried. And I think each of us got like 2 drinks. We got so many appetizers, and it cost like $30 each.
Yeah, there you go.
We were celebrating Corinne's birthday late, and they gave us this chocolate cake. It was really good because we usually don't like this.
That's really moist. It's really good actually.
Our Airbnb was located right in between Juarez and Roma Norte, and we really loved it. It was a high-rise, and I'll link it below if you're interested.
The bag I bought. It's my first like expensive bag purchase. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Can you give a spin? Can you give a spin?
No.
Cutie.
What's in your bag?
What's in my bag? Nothing. Girls don't need to be anything.
So we were so close together. Until we touch. Anyways. Big bed.
Oh, can I come?
Big bed. We've finished getting ready. We're going to the museum, Jumex today. Jumex, and then Polanco, and then Bar Los Brujas. Fun. So today's like a big shopping. I already did my shopping, so I don't think I'll. I did. I don't think I'll be getting anything too crazy.
Brunch, museum, coffee, and I don't know what
Shopping.
that is.
For shopping.
My friend Ramon told me that there was a brunch spot in the museum called Eno, so of course we went there. It was a modern and open concept. They serve like pretty traditional Mexican cuisine.
Oh, yeah.
Over under 1 bite. Scared.
Shove the
whole
whole
thing in
biter.
I don't want it. I can't even get it in my mouth. Hold on.
You're not even close.
I'm not even close. I can like squish it.
Yeah. Choke count. Don't this way.
We just finished our breakfast. It was good. It was really good. I really like this coffee. This cold brew kbeauty. It was pretty solid. Now we're gonna go into the museum, which is free. Museo Jumex is indeed owned by the Jewish people, but from what I understand, the whole museum was focused around one artist, Gabriel Orozco. And honestly, I really love this museum. His artwork really plays on games and blurs the lines between reality and everyday objects. I think what was so cool is the wide variety of items like paintings, photos, even this pool table. And even the fans that were blowing in the ceiling made the exhibit really exciting. We wrapped up at the museum and we headed to the Polanco neighborhood. And there we went to Cafe Burrera El Panulo, and it is a cafe and bookstore. I'm being so real. On this day, I was not in the best mood. I think I got really tired, and maybe that was the altitude kind of hitting, but I was not in the best mood.
We're exhausted. Mary even told us to shut up.
See,
She told you to shut up. She didn't tell any of us to shut up. She told the silence to shut up. And then you started
and then you started
silence at that
talking.
point. I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was talking to her.
Fight.
You were
Fight.
behind
Just drink your drink.
I refuse.
After resting and having our little argument, we just went walking around this area. We stopped in Zara because Karen needed a jacket and she did not find one, which is fine. Then we went to another location of Proyecto Rufina, and I tried on a top and it did not fit me right. There are multiple locations of Nido Cafe, and I recommend it. I really like the coffee from this spot.
Oh, that's cute.
But our next spot was one we were really excited for, which was Zinu Perfumes. The way they design their showrooms is just so inventive and heavy into the design. It feels like a museum when you're in there. What's so interesting is that they only have 6 different perfumes.
What is that one?
And on these tables, they basically lay out all the ingredients or scents that go into each individual perfume. And they have different ways that you can smell the perfume, so how it's worn on clothing, how it wears over time, and how it wears fresh.
Oh, I like how it wears.
I did not buy any perfume, but number 6 was my favorite. It was very fresh, clean, and kind of earthy. In the other room, they had like incense, candles, and I think it was hand sanitizers, and Evelyn ended up buying a few. Karen is obsessed with pottery, and she really wanted to go to this shop called Honora for some home goods. I think the pricing of items is so interesting because in the US, pottery would be more expensive, and then here it was definitely
Karen,
a lot
what do you want
cheaper.
this pouch for?
The next dinner was one of my favorite spots. We went to Entremar, and Entremar is the sister restaurant to Contramar, which is super hard to get a reservation, but very easy to get one here. And they have the same exact menu. I had been dreaming about these tuna tostadas, which they're really famous for. And they did not disappoint. The tostada was so corny and good. The tuna so fresh. The chipotle mayo. Oh my god, I highly recommend this if this is what you're into. But honestly, the real star of the show is the pescado. I know it as pescado zarandeado, which is like whole fish grilled. And then we got a contramar, which is with the two salsas on each side. A theme of us going out to eat is we will absolutely pick and eat every single thing on our plate. So we're making sure we're getting all the cheek meat out of our fish. But they serve this with black beans, tortillas, and like so like onions on the side.
I can't.
It's cheap. Eat it. You work for it. Stop gagging.
We had some time to kill between our next reservation, so we ended up at Walmart.
Snacks everywhere.
We can't find the snacks we wanted, but Karen got. We can go. What?
She bought a Mexican Thai.
Yeah, she bought a Mexican Thai pan. We don't find the snacks that we want, but we're killing time. It looks like she's gonna walk into the.
I honestly love going to supermarkets in different countries. It's fun to see what everyday items are like. But our next stop was Bar Las Brujas, which is also a top 45 bar in the world. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like this spot, but the concept was really interesting. Each drink was named after some historical witch, and there was a page, like a comic book, dedicated to each one, so we read them out loud.
That's cool. You don't like it?
What does it taste like? What does it taste like?
It's like yogurt panna cotta. Very yogurty. And the nuts were kind of savory at first.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not bad. But it's like saltier than I expected it to be.
You guys could be neighbors.
You guys, yeah, a joint office.
Turns out they were roommates.
We are messy girls, messy girls. This is what being on a girls trip looks like. You gotta have everything out and you have to see it all.
I've got got. I've actually never got my face burnt before. New experiences.
The next day we woke up super early to go to kbeauty to do a hot air balloon ride, but I'm gonna have that as a separate video. After we got back, we took a nap and walked around, stumbled into this kbeauty cafe concept. It was very cute, and I actually bought a face mask to help with my sunburn, and I never used it because I got lazy. We were actually heading out to a nail appointment, so we grabbed some coffees. To fully preference it, you're not seeing the nail appointment because I kind of crashed out because they didn't do my design. But I realized I was just PMSing, so... Anyways, this was one of my favorite dinners as well, is mi compa chava. Again, love the million types of salsa. They gave us shrimp broth, complimentary. I love that. It was in these mugs, which put limes, and it was really good. And there was a shrimp in there as well, so we ate the shrimp. The food arrived and we were pretty hangry. The aguachile negra was definitely the star of the show. Of course, we demolished it all and did not leave any pieces behind. We realized that one of the salsas they had was a house salsa, and each of us got one bottle, and they looked at us like we were crazy. But we got our little sweet treat at churros and moro. And the churros ended up being a lot bigger than we thought, and we could not figure out what the milkshake flavor was. But once we got back to our Airbnb, we realized that there was like a trash fire literally right next to our Airbnb. It had just happened. The hallways in the building were so smoky, but fortunately, like, the apartment itself didn't get that smoky.
Cheetos. Ooh, ooh.
Oh wow, they're bigger than I thought they
Ooh.
were. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What is that?
It's dark.
It tastes like this Chinese snack, but a little tangier.
It tastes curried. Today we were supposed to go to Biblioteca Vasconcelos. But there's a strike because workers' rights, and it wasn't properly funded, but it was the top thing I wanted to do.
Bro, they don't have toilets.
And,
It's crazy.
So instead, we have a new agenda right here. We're going to shop, eat.
Maybe we got too many.
These pastries were some of the best pastries I've ever had. That whatever raspberry, that fruit pastry, so good. Honestly, I'm not usually a shopping girly, but on this trip we shopped so much. I think just going into all the stores, they had such amazing options and unique pieces. I mean, the way they curated their spots was so fun and interesting that I really had an enjoyable time. Like this linen spot had a lot of unique pants that had different cuts I hadn't seen before. And Escalina, I mean, look at that stair just to get in. The vintage curation was so cool, and it's fun to see how they put pieces together. For some reason, this bench was so high. But I was a little tired at this point, so I just sat and enjoyed the ambiance. We found a lot of axolotl-based art. Axolotls are native to Mexico, but I didn't realize how obsessed people were with it. There are also a lot of capybaras. For lunch, we went to Casa de Toño, which is a really popular chain, and they're most popular for their pozole, I believe. We got the chicken and pork pozole, and we thought that the pork one was the best. One of my favorites growing up was flautas, so I got those. I didn't realize how massive they were gonna be.
Oh, that bitch is crunchy.
I should have got them covered in sauce.
Honestly, everyone in Mexico City was so friendly and welcoming. We stopped at the second Sinu, which is this beautiful wooden building that feels like you're right out in nature. We actually spent the rest of the day out on this one street. I think it was Calle Marcea, and the stores were just so fun. Like, come on, look at that cat skirt or top. I don't know.
Oh, it's cute. What's the back? Oh.
Out of all of us, Karen is the true shopping queen. I love going shopping with her because she is able to commit so quickly to items where I cannot.
It's cute.
The Malas Madre was definitely one of our most interesting dining experiences. We ended up sitting at this large table where the chefs were also working at. We were essentially sitting in their kitchen. But the chefs were super nice and friendly and funny also, so we got a photo with them at the end of our meal. I got a chocolate tamale. I think the other ones were cheese and a chicken verde. And they were plated so beautifully and were so good.
Oh, you skipped over this time.
This has also never happened to me before, but my ankle was really swollen after walking around, which is why I was sitting down so much. But that did not stop me from enjoying all of the sights. The gelato at this spot was super flavorful. I think they're also known for supplying their gelato to one of the top bars called Hanky Panky, which we did not go to. And man, this taqueria was a trip.
Open it. Yeah. It tastes like a cinnamon toast crunch.
And it's horchata.
No, it's
barley.
cebada, which is a barley drink. We're at dinner and on the kind of like sitting on a table at the street, and these guys start freestyling with a speaker, and then
Sexy toe.
They were looking at us and they were saying like cuatro chicas, like reading the menu, and they don't want us to bother them. 4 sexy chicas. I was like, oh, sexy chicas. The tacos here were all right, but they were really cheap. I think our favorite was the suadero. Okay, but we ended up ordering for dessert fresas con crema, and Karen had been raving about it the whole time, and then when we got to order, she didn't know how to say it. Oh, did you like it? Our original plan was to go out to a club, but we just ended up getting drinks and chilling, which was the move for us. And we ended up sitting with a couple that was also visiting Mexico City and had a really fun conversation with them. Karen and Evelyn had an early morning flight, so we said bye to them. They're going back to the bay.
Our last night cutters. It's our last few hours in Mexico City. We're gonna see if we can buy stuff.
I was honestly worried that the mercados were gonna be overhyped, but I genuinely had a great time wandering the stands and looking at all the different items. One day I hope those are kbeauty picados, and I hope you can get custom ones. I'd love to do that one day. Corrine ended up buying some pouches as souvenirs for friends from this spot, and I bought a vase from this vendor. This time we were more in El Centro or Zocalo neighborhood, and we went to this popular chain fish spot. I will say, I think this is the heaviest meal we've had our whole time in Mexico, and I felt it. I felt that food coma immediately.
I think he was like, you can order more, I just pay.
But overall, really solid spot for cheap fried seafood. We happened upon another market and then went into barrio Alameda, which is a more artisanal mall, definitely small vendors, and they had a craft fair, which Corrine bought some art from. And then we just headed back to our Airbnb to pick up our luggages and sat at a coffee shop until it was time for us to head to the airport. Our Airbnb had a rooftop, so one of the nights we saw the sunset, and it was gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Mexico City. It was amazing. I really hope that one day you can go too. If you like this, please subscribe, leave me a comment or a like. Thanks for watching.